Hello and welcome to High on Sports Overtime. I am Ralphie and joined as always by my beautiful and lovely crew. Ryan, Ash, and Nick.
Howdy.
And remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, which you probably are because that's where it is, remember to go to the High on Sports YouTube page, subscribe, and check out the most recent episode. And last couple weeks are on there on YouTube too, so check those out for free. It's the beauty of YouTube. And remember to follow us on Twitter, _on_sports, and like us on Facebook, High on Sports Radio. And remember to go to the website, highonsportsradioshow.com. All right, now let's get into this. Fantasy football heating up. All right, there's only 3 weeks left of the regular season, and I'm in the midst of I don't even know, a glorious comeback here. I started the season 0-4, and I win. I beat Invisible Nick, and now once one more match finishes out the way it looks like it will, I will be tied for first place in the leaders division.
I am very upset.
Yeah.
You look like you're very upset.
Every time I switch around my bench, I always put the people who score over 20 points on the bench.
It's like every time you start Sanchez, Roethlisberger has
Yeah.
a great game, and every time you put Ben in, Mark Sanchez.
They're watching my fantasy football team, and they're
That's
like,
what it is.
They're messing with you.
"Hey,
It doesn't have
it's
anything to do
starting
with
me. I'm gonna hold back this week."
It doesn't have anything to do with Mark Sanchez being horribly inconsistent or anything.
Yeah,
Nothing to
he
do with
is
that.
a little bit.
But yeah, so we got scores pending. Most games have someone involved in the Minnesota Green Bay game. Green Bay Packers probably have more players in our league than any other team. But the one match that is a final score is my Glenville Gobblers 99 over your New Hampshire Flame Pussies 72.
Ooh.
And then we have the Little Jimmies against Ashley's Painesville Shankers. That's 68-76.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
trailing right
Down
now.
by 8, and I got AP left. And you're Michael Finley.
And you're Michael Finley. So
Game
yeah,
over.
you're in pretty good shape.
Game over.
Then we have the French Toast Mafia 78 plus Greg Jennings left versus Von Erich's Handicap Connection 58 with Mason Crosby still on the board.
Yeah, bleak
you might
week.
Be done, buddy.
Yeah.
Cleveland Steamers 78 with Aaron Rodgers left, and beating them by 20. Creature with the Black Macaroons, but they still have what's his name? The receiver, the white one, the one
Oh.
white receiver with.
What is his name? Wow.
Oh, Jordy Nelson.
Yeah.
It's you know what? I'm not mad about me forgetting that. It's Jordy. No one has that name.
That's an
I
odd
shouldn't
name.
have to remember that. Anyway, so Jordy Nelson plus 20 points versus Aaron Rodgers. I think that one looks like it's going to go to the Black Macaroons. And then maybe next year 56 against the Hamburglers 78. They both have people left to play, but it looks like the Hamburglers are going to take that one. So playoffs starting to shape up here. We got 3 more weeks of matches left. And what did we end up? Did we end up agreeing when you win if you win the fantasy football league, you get a trophy that we're making you. If you're not on the show, you get to call in, and we're going to talk to you about how you won, what was your strategy. And did we ever decide on the date with the ring girl? How's that going to go?
I don't know how it's going to go. I was pretty much told, hey, winners go on a date with Ashley.
That's a custom here at Heinz.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and it'll be your treat, so...
My treat.
If you
Okay,
win-
so
if-
we're not going anywhere expensive.
If you win, you can just go take yourself out to a nice restaurant.
So what it really turns into is if you win, Ashley buys you a Happy Meal.
Yep.
Basically.
It
But
comes with a toy, so don't hate.
we still got 3 weeks left, so a lot of things could happen, especially because we're about to have a 3-way tie for first place in the leaders division. And with how much of the legends division with Von Erich and maybe next year is sort of pulling away, it looks like that's where the 2 wild cards are. Probably that's where at least one of the wild cards is coming from, maybe both. So it looks like on the leaders side, I'm going to have to win to get in. So we'll see how that goes. But now, Von Erich, I understand you have a high achiever for us, and it's not left tackles?
No, not left tackles. As much as I looked for
Some-
left tackle
I'm
stats.
going to get you some left tackle stats someday.
Good luck finding those, by the way.
Pancake blocks, man.
All right, but I am going on the defensive side of the ball this week. First off, alphabetical order as always. Cortland Finnegan from Tennessee. Second, we have Julius Peppers from Chicago. And lastly, we got former Brown Cameron Wimbley, now on Oakland. And all you have to do is guess who is the high achiever, and we may or may not put that on the Facebook page later tonight.
Yeah.
If you remember.
Okay.
All right, who you got, Ashley?
Well, since I have Chicago Bears defense in my fantasy team, and they put up 40 points. By default, I'm going with Julius Peppers from Chicago.
Okay.
My ESP clairvoyance skills are telling me to agree with you, just because the universe is telling me to.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Julius Peppers for a couple reasons. One, because you guys can probably see his sheet.
I actually cannot see
No,
this.
I didn't. I swear I didn't look at it this time. I
Okay.
do a lot, but I didn't this time.
All right.
They
Two,
put up 40 points at defense.
number
Get
2,
outta here.
I have a policy. I never go against Julius Peppers because he's a beast. And
That
number
is
3,
true,
I
too.
actually had a small film session where I watched some of his highlights and stuff from last week with Michael Vick and how
He's a
good and
monster.
able to contain the incredibly mobile Michael Vick. So
He's a
I gotta
monster.
imagine it's Julius Peppers. And you will tell us once this camera's turned off.
Once it's turned off, and the answer will be on our Facebook page later tonight.
Maybe.
And that is the
Maybe.
Facebook profile
In theory.
page, which is High on Sports first name, radio show last name. So if you're not a friend with that, go send it a friend request. It always accepts, no matter what. And but don't send us a whole bunch of invites to bands and stuff like that. Get so much of that. All right, that's gonna wrap it up here for High on Sports Overtime. Remember to check out High on Sports, the actual show, all new next Monday night at 7 on the MSC Radio Network. Remember to download. You can go to our website to download past shows from the archives. HighOnSportsRadioShow.com. Follow us on Twitter, high_on_sports. Like us on Facebook, High on Sports Radio. And follow me on Twitter, eRalphieW, and at Von Erich, at AshleyBrum13,
Ah, that's what it
and
is.
at Invisible Nick.
Invisible_Nick.
Invisible_Nick, sorry. And yeah, so that's going to do it. So for Von Erich, Ashley, Nick, Chris, the cameraman, I'm Ralphie saying good night, everybody. We'll see you next Monday night at 7.
See you next week.